Hey, School of Worship students, this is our second week's homework for the course on guitar. It's a short video this week. There's just a few things you need to know. First of all, we talked about notes again, how notes range from A to G using our circle of notes. Then we talked about how there are also these things called chords, and a chord is just a collection of notes that are played at the same time. So if I play just the third position on the first string here, we know that that's a G note. A G chord would be this. I've still got that G note in there as the root, but I'm playing these other strings with it as well. So there are a lot of guitar chords that we can learn. We talked about how they're arranged into keys. A key is a collection of chords that sound good together. So you can see how there's kind of these hierarchies. Keys are collections of chords. Chords are made up of notes, and all of those three things use the letter scale A to G for their names. We're starting really simple with our guitar course. We're just going to learn 4 chords this week. We'll learn a few more as time goes on, but these are going to be our 4 basic chords that we'll use for a lot of the songs that we will be playing and learning in our course. So you can see the attached chord charts that I've sent along. They're pretty easy to read. You got the strings 1 through 6, obviously E, A, D, G, B, E, like we've learned, and the 4 chords we will be learning are G, E minor, D, and C. One more time, G, E minor, D, and C. A couple short things to remember when using these chord charts. The ones that I sent along, the numbers indicate which fingers you should be placing on the fretboard. Fingers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Your thumb doesn't count. We're not going to use that to fret chords. If you see an X next to one of the 6 strings, that indicates that we're not going to play that string. For example, the E minor chord, we will be playing all 6 strings, but the D chord, we will only be playing 4 strings, the D, G, B, and E strings. So you can learn those chords. We said that a helpful tool is to practice strumming them like this and practice the chord changes. Chord changes when we are moving from one chord to another with very little bit of a pause or a gap in between. It can be a helpful exercise to count out loud while we are playing those chords. For example, G, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. The counting out loud helps to make a connection between our brains and what our fingers, our hands are doing. It creates a sort of muscle memory that'll really help us to learn those chords. So practice those chord changes. Like we said, try and get 15 minutes a day, at least 5 days this week. And we will see you guys next week on Wednesday, 6 p.m. for our 3rd week of the class. Thanks so much.